Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys. I just want to, put my thoughts in on the, statements made by Terrence Crawford regarding Jim Lampley being biased, and Crawford also thinking that Tim Bradley won the first fight with Manny Pacquiao. It's kind of, you know, I think it's funny that people are starting to be a lot more vocal, from the subs to people on, just YouTube, just basically telling the truth about that fight. It was not the blowout that Jim Lampley made it out to be. That Jim Lampley pretty much enhanced Manny Pacquiao's performance, because the fight that Jim Lampley televised was not the fight that I saw and that a lot of people saw. Which, by the way, Jim Lampley has a history of doing this shit. When it's somebody that he likes, he enhances their performance. Him and Harold Letterman. So I take what they say as much as I take with, a grain of salt, pretty much. So anyway, getting back to Crawford, man. Now, he said that he thought that Tim Bradley won the first fight. Now, as far as my thoughts go on that fight, I thought the fight was a fucking draw, because I thought a lot of those rounds were just even. I just thought they were swing rounds. There were too many swing rounds. And to me, if you don't have a clear-cut winner in a round, you need to start scoring these rounds 9-9. If you can't, come to a conclusion who won that round. I wish they would make judges do that more, because I just didn't see either one of those fighters pulling away in that fight. I just thought those rounds were so close to call to where they could have went either way. But I did not think that fight was a blowout like they made it out to be. Jim Lampley sort of like brainwashed the public into thinking that Manny Pacquiao blew out Tim Bradley because he's a Manny Pacquiao apologist. And he's been so for the last, well, I guess you could say however long Manny Pacquiao been fighting on HBO. Because I guarantee you, had Al Bernstein had not been the other broadcaster on the Floyd Manny Pacquiao fight, I guarantee you Jim Lampley would have enhanced Manny Pacquiao's performance double. He would have made that fight be closer than what it really was, because he's such a Manny Pacquiao apologist. I mean, it is what it is. Now, as far as him being biased, he's blatantly biased. See, I want to tell you guys something, man. I keep putting emphasis on this, and you've heard Ticket put emphasis on this, man. To the subs and to everybody watching these videos and that make videos, don't think for a second that these fighters don't be typing up their names and shit and seeing what's getting said about them. I can guarantee it that these fighters be watching these videos made by us. Yes, us. And based off the fact that 7-8 interviewed Tim Bradley, you don't think Tim Bradley might have looked on his computer and, just to see, well, I want to see how the interview went. And he probably looked at some other videos regarding this subject. I'm trying to tell you guys, man, these boxers be watching these videos. That's what we was trying to tell a lot of these clowns and shit that be making these stupid ass videos talking all reckless and shit. You never know who be watching these motherfucking videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's fact. Now, you guys already know how I feel about Jim Lampley. I feel that he's blatantly biased, and I also feel that he's a fucking racist. Look at my past videos and evidence supporting both facts, that he's biased and that he's a fucking racist. So, and I stand by that 100%. Me, myself, I think that Jim Lampley needs to go. I just think HBO would be so much better without him. I think they should get rid of him. I think they should get rid of Harold Letterman. I just think they need to start fresh, man. I think they need some new blood, man. I just think they need some younger guys, man. that could be a little bit more objective, man. Because Jim Lampley, he gets too emotionally attached to certain fighters. He was like that with Oscar. He was like that with Manny Pacquiao. And he was like that with No Nito Donaire, man. And then you would hear, the disgust and anger in Jim Lampley's voice when fighters that he was rooting for would lose. So you just can't have that, man. You got to call a fight right down the line, man, whether you like somebody more than the next fighter, man. You have to be objective, man. And Jim Lampley has showed basically 20 plus years of bias and unprofessionalism. It's just that simple, man. So I don't have no problem with Crawford saying what he's saying. I wouldn't be surprised if more boxers start coming out, speaking out against Jim Lampley. Who knows? This might be some, secret way to get Jim Lampley off of HBO. So who knows, man? But anyway, man, I just wanted to put my, thoughts on this subject. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.